My name is Noah Urich. Let's see, I've been at team care for about 2 months doing treatment with my post-concussion syndrome. I had my concussion back last October, end of October, and I started seeing symptoms within the next 2 weeks. So I went to my neurologist and he prescribed me with medicine to treat the concussion, and it wasn't working. For about 3 months I was on the medicine, just the medicine. And I finally maxed out my dosage, and there was no improvement whatsoever. And I felt just dizzy, cloudy. I couldn't think straight. I had an emotional, little bit of a roller coaster, and it was, I didn't feel like myself at all. And my dad went to Team Healthcare about 10 years ago for his neck problem, and I had a friend of the family told us to come here because she knew somebody that went here for the same symptoms I had, and they saw improvement. So I figured might as well give it a shot because we knew the people that worked here, and it seemed like the best path because what we were doing wasn't working at all. So we started here, let's see, around March, and immediately they had me go on with oxygen therapy and IM treatment to get my timing down and stimulate my brain. And within the first week or so, I saw improvement. So I was hopeful for the future, and I was hopeful that maybe I could get my grades back on track, because everything just kind of hit a low point around February there when I couldn't think as well as I should, and my grades were dropping, which is pretty important to me. But after about a month or so, I saw a significant improvement, and I felt like I was reaching back to myself, and I stopped the medication completely right around the beginning of starting this to see if the team healthcare was the best issue or best solution to this problem. And it turns out it was, and by the end of my treatment I'd say I'm back to 100% now, and it was one of the best decisions I could have made. I feel like myself again. I have all my brain function, everything's back, my timing's back. I had problems with balance before, not anymore. I play sports now again. I couldn't do anything basically for 6 months when I had all those headaches and everything. And sports have always been a big part of my life, so I feel like I'm back to my old self again. And it was just every day coming in here, I felt like I knew I was going to get some improvement. Whether it just be physical, I finally get rid of the headache for today, because I almost had a constant headache for about 4 months or so, and then I started coming to team care and slowly started to dissipate, and I didn't have headaches as frequent. And now I haven't had a headache for about a month, and it's been awesome. I feel like myself again. But it's been a great experience. I would recommend anybody. It's easily the best option out there, I think, because the medicine didn't work for me at all, and even if it did, I don't know if it would have repaired what actually happened with the trauma to my brain, which was causing the problem. I don't know if the medicine would have helped that. Whereas with here, I know that I'm being stimulated every 3 times a week. I know that I'm working my brain much like you'd work a weak muscle. Like if you tore your ACL, you work that muscle with therapy. I'm doing the same thing here. So I mean, it's just the best, because you have, our injury to your brain is similar to any injury to your body. I mean, you just gotta slowly, rehab it, and that's what they do here, and it works great. And I would totally recommend anybody to come here and try it, because there's really nothing. You have nothing to lose. I mean, I gained everything back, but there's nothing I could have lost.